that's the story of shale. The other one that continued is deepwater Gulf of Mexico, where we'll go out and drill in a mile or more of water depth, and then go down several more miles and find large fields. And the Gulf of Mexico is still relatively underexplored. So I think it's a more Income tax. Watch Bloomberg Real Year Minutes. Time Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
We should want to win the majority of Americans. But the only way we're going to do that is if we elect a new generational conservative leader. I voted for Donald Trump twice. I was proud to serve America in his administration. But rightly or wrongly, chaos follows him. You know I'm right. Chaos follows him.
Showed on time. Donald Trump indicating head-to-head in the primaries. Voting showing the former president has a commanding lead over the former possible. Another bill I'd win for Trump could all but secure his nomination. To New Hampshire we go. The blood is on the try. What's it called? Little Dixie. I'm learning so much about Americans. So what are these guys doing? Good day.
Still not, man. It's only 6 votes were cast there, roughly around midnight, all 6.
Hello?
What's up, Jay?
Hello?
Hello?
How come I can barely hear you? Is that me?
Hello?
That's you? Is
Hello?
you on your end? Gotta be on your end. I'm not touching anything until I know it's officially on my end.
Poor Jay.
Let's see. Is Lucci there too?
Lucci is here.
Speak, Lucci.
I should be out there in a couple of weeks, I think. Couple of weeks. All right. First thing I want to talk about is this Baba. Very, very interesting move here. Jesus, you got any news on this Baba?
Yeah, I just posted it. Somebody, I think, took a position in it, and you also had China finally giving in, looking to stimulate shit.
Okay. So we got some, and that just happened this morning.
No, last night while you were sleeping, while you were getting your beauty sleep.
You know I don't sleep, bro. Jack Ma, insider buying. I thought, it seemed every time you see that man, it just seems like he's checked out. Like he doesn't give a shit about Alibaba.
I didn't even know he was alive. I thought like that was a clone.
He was in hiding for a while.
Yeah, you would be too.
That was the news that was out there. Netflix obviously has earnings tonight, but I guess they came out with some shit. Now they're going to get into the live streaming for the sports and stuff. I think they're going to start with the WWE or something like that. So there's some news on that. From the streaming angle. So the stock's already up. I think your options are going to be pretty messed up here off the open though anyway. However, this thing could hit fresh 52-week highs and break through $500 easy today. Considering how illiquid it is. And Ron Sherrick can tell you all day about how this thing has random moves of 20 points and how he loves to fucking roll same days on that thing, man. AMD down a couple of points here. NVIDIA here, again, barely any movement here. If you take a look at oil is down. Halliburton had earnings. The stock was up, and now it is down. If you look at XOM and all this kind of other shit, they're doing nothing. We got to talk about the BTC, right? So BTC continued to move down. Finally, we're seeing it under 39 thou. I think it hit a low of about 38.2 earlier this morning. But again, still continuing the downtrend, which it has needed to for quite some time. If you take a look at Solana here, finally coming off here as well. So now trading about $79. I think you see this thing under $70 pretty soon. And then in regards to the individual names, the coin, the Mara, and all that kind of other stuff, these things are also dead as well. But they're kind of consolidating here. So despite the continued movement down in the crypto markets here, these things look to be consolidating here for now. If you look at Solars here, you got another gap up on Solar. Yesterday was a huge move up on Solar, and then they kind of retraced. Now we're kind of going back up some. I don't know. I haven't traded these things, nor do I even want to care to speculate here. One thing I want to ask you, Jesus,
Me?
is there news on Goldman Sachs this morning?
Not that I seen, not anything that I saw, but it could be. I wasn't looking for it. Why? It looks strong or weak?
It's weak off the open, and I don't, because again, I've been pounding the table trying to short the piss out of this thing for a while now. It breaks back out to 390, traps everybody long, retraces the whole thing, and now we're getting a gap down. I want to short this again down to fucking 370, but it seems a little bit dangerous here. If anybody can find some news there on Goldman Sachs, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's kick it over to our man Jesus here for some noteworthy activity.
All right, again, the same things that we've been talking about here for over a week, actually, I think are the interesting things to watch. Bitcoin, this can't, I get it, could be sell the news, ETF supply related, blah, 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 blah. But with critical importance, so a few liquidity events on the horizon, especially the end of the month, this can't bode well. This can't. Usually, Bitcoin is a nice tell on what liquidity may look like,
right,
in the future. And the selling that we've been seeing, especially a pickup in the selling here as we're getting closer to those target dates, that can't bode well. Now, what's interesting is you say, why wouldn't equities follow or risk assets in general? Bitcoin's always been known to front run all that stuff a bit strictly when it comes to the liquidity driven rallies and sell-offs. Okay, if you remember SIVB went under. Everybody was in panic. Ackman on Twitter with his head chopped off. Bank run, bank run, bank run. And then the Fed and Yellen did that bank facility to bail out the regional banks. Bitcoin shot out of a rocket. Equities was still you know what I mean? Still not showing much excitement. But then what happened? The equity rally followed, ripped, and that's the end of the story, right? So again, you have Bitcoin here selling, the selling picking up. Equity is kind of just hanging around right now. And it'll be interesting to see as we get towards the end of the month if this is a tell on liquidity getting sucked out of the system here. So that's for and foremost. Again, Bitcoin, that's the only thing I'm following out of that. Other than that, I think, again, we're in earnings season. You don't want to look into things too deeply here. They're going to be, especially flow-wise, there's going to be very, misleading orders, earnings, hedging, positioning, blah, blah, blah. You're going to see call buying 1 minute. You're going to see protection the next minute. So you don't want to get too wrapped up into that. I would say there were two bets, one in particular that really caught my interest yesterday. I don't know why. I think I've been looking at the name for ages to try to find an entry maybe to tuck away. But Dick's Sporting Goods caught a really interesting looking 2025 leap buyer, DKS, right? And you look at the chart of the stock. We know some of these retail names have caught fire for God knows what reason. But you got a huge potential breakout, not to get too wonky technical terms here, but on DKS. So a name possibly to keep an eye on into any pullback selling in the market as a whole as we try to chop through earnings season the first couple of weeks. If you are interested in the name, Ron Barron, that guy, the old dude who's in Tesla as well, longer term. Last I know, he's got a huge position in this, very similar to like Tesla, the same thesis there. So
that's a whole lot of dicks.
Oh, and we couldn't shut up Ron Chero talking about the penis from that sweep on the rest of the day. Another name that has been seeing some really nice positioning longer term. It's already been moving. ARM, that semiconductor, ARM. So we've been seeing some really bullish longer term positioning in that name. They report in February. Again, a couple of names to keep an eye on. Dips, especially if the market gets choppy, some pullbacks. Look for entries there if you're looking longer term through earnings season. And that's the gist of it.
Okay. Guys, what do you guys got? Some people are talking about this rum here. Looking at a gap up here. Pre-market was trading all the way up to about $6 here. So pretty sizable move here. Pre-market on the Rumble. DWAC here. I didn't realize they had a fucking 20-point update yesterday. I don't know what the fuck I was even looking at, but this thing hit 62.5 this morning and traded all the way back down to 50. This thing is volatile as shit, but I want to short the living piss out of this, man. I mean,
the Trump train is going to run you over. Choo-choo.
Look at this. It's $17 to $50. Get the fuck out of here,
It's a little
man.
crazy. I guess it's, specs or pricing in Trump being the Republican nominee officially and leading Biden in the polls.
Is this hard to borrow? Let's let me just see if I can fucking get a short off on this thing. Let's just see real quick. Security is not shortable. All right, so let's see if we can get a borrow here on this.
You know who runs DWAC? What's his name? God, I
have no idea.
The guy, the congressman out of California, he was Trump's right-hand man in Russia. He's got like a Spanish last name, Menendez. But you know him if you see him. He was the head of the Republican Party.
Cost is cheap. Cost is cheap to locate shares there. Guys, we're still in this sort of bullish cycle here. So they're still going to find names to rotate to keep the market up. Plus, you got the earnings here as well. So, a lot of folks are expecting some chop. I am expecting some chop as well. Somebody's throwing out this snow. Snow looks interesting. You get a small gap up here. It looks like it's got a lot of resistance up here, 202 and change. Apple here from yesterday. Remember, we were trading this long. This thing hit 195 and just kind of crapped out. So now it's back into consolidation, which I think you're going to see across the board for a lot of different names here. I'm going to watch the Baba off the open because maybe you can get a bigger short squeeze on this. And then
you're looking for a further short squeeze. Interesting. That's been a tough cookie, Baba.
Let's see.
Russell
what do we got?
Up 20 pre-market. RTY up 20 in the pre-market again. It got stuck yesterday, though, right? After the morning excitement, kind of was blah in a lot of these names the rest of the day.
Morgoth is saying Robert Kiyosaki pisses me off. Like that dude keeps calling for an economic crash, then brags about being right. I mean, a lot of people do that. Kiyosaki here, he's talking about a market crash.
Oh, that guy. That's the rich mom, poor mom, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Moving here, keep in mind the primary in New Hampshire today may have some influence on DWAC. I think tomorrow is the best day or late day today to short puts. Thank you for that opinion. Other than that, Lee Hutch is saying IWM up 1% pre-market, and a lot of folks here saying go towards some of the IWM names. IWM names would be banks, wouldn't it? What are IWM names?
Small caps. But here's the thing. Again, this is the tough cookie here, okay? If small caps are going to rally, the economy, where it's nothing different fundamentally here with the economy, so they're still up Schitt's Creek. They need Fed rate cuts. And if the liquidity front becomes unfavorable, the Carvanas of the world, all that crap doesn't really squeeze. It does the total opposite. So Bitcoin heading south could be a heads up on the year coming out of the balloon earlier than later on those things. So you got to be careful.
Indeed. Ron Cher, what are you looking at over there?
Check out shares. First of all, if you're going to trade Netflix, if you like it to the upside, I would stay away from this week's options. The IV is too juiced. DBRG. Check out shares at DBRG. I don't know what this thing is, Digital Bridge Group, but it's
that's a REIT. That's that REIT.
That's a REIT. But look at the breakout on this thing. So that's one where, Jesus, if they come after this, like shut that thing out.
After it. A couple people in the room have this longer term. Tree is one of them. She's been holding it for a while. But yeah, interesting name. If you remember our conversation on Twitter, it's a REIT, but heavily tied to the growth in the tech industry.
Oh, so
You
it's
understand?
that's
So
going
that's
to be
the
like
sizzle there.
yeah. So that's going to be like that's like data warehousing and server.
Exactly. That's what it is.
So
Yeah.
that's different. That makes it a different REIT. So
Right. Exactly.
yeah. SMCI too. I want to keep an eye on. God damn it! I typed in the wrong fucking spot. So if this SMCI takes a breather for a couple of days, I'm good with that. And then I'm going to look. I'm always keeping an eye on this. This thing is just a nice money maker when we catch it in the right spots. And if you short it, good for you. I like to catch it in spots for bounces to the upside. That's just how my preference for trading it is.
Take a look at Apple off the open here. That's fresh recent highs here, 195.5. This thing, again, first 5 minutes on fire. NVIDIA here doing the opposite. This Goldman Sachs is starting to come back and cover the gap here. Bank of America doing the same thing. XOM, surprisingly enough, is back over 97, even despite the fact that oil is down. I don't understand.
Oil hasn't gone anywhere, though. Literally nowhere.
Nope, it's gone nowhere. It's gone nowhere. GS back up nicely. I am going to sit on hands for now and hopefully just kind of wait and watch. And once the Gamma tool is up here, try to get some levels on SPX and then kind of go from there. So far, the only interesting thing to me is this NVIDIA. Nice flop off the open here. Usually they just cover back on these programs. In fact, you should probably dip buy this down here.
That's what I'm going to start looking at.
Yep. Once those programs stop, you just get a nice rip on it. This Tesla's been range bound. I still don't like it for a long or the short. I tried the short yesterday too, by the way. That one didn't work out.
Short. Thank you, Pecker.
Wow.
What happened?
I mean, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Peloton here trading $6 again. Still can't get much love here. Let's keep an eye on that DWAC too, just in case.
Oh shit! Yaya actually made a little hit in these China plays. We were abusing them, Ronchero and I, right, Ronchero?
Listen, if you make money in these things, trade them. It's all good. You guys. No, I don't.
His chops. I mean.
Yeah. No, it should.
Smarter than he is.
The commie trade.
Yeah.
All right, here's a spot, Lucci, on the NVIDIA where.
On the NVIDIA, yeah. Yep.
You stupid mouse.
I like it.
You got a little repeat activity in that TKO. We've seen a little action in. What is this? This is like WWE or some shit, right? Oh, that's up huge today.
Well, that would impact the Netflix, right? Is that a little side action?
Oh, is it? I don't even know. I don't know the storyline behind these things, but you got a big update there. Up 18. 23%.
Lucci, the 610 line on NVIDIA is catching a lot of action right now. So is the 600 and 595 for this week.
Huh. Let's take a look at this. 610 line. We got $3 on this
option. Markets here nearly going. Trader yields are tracking higher, 4.14% in the 10-year, 4.37% in the 2-year. Ahead of some more supply today ahead of us. We're getting a 2-year coupon sale as well as initial bumps to the 4 and 8-week bill auctions and the 52-week bill auction.
Oof, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too today. I'm tired.
Well, they're
European
giving
bond yields also, Treasury yields also higher, led by the UK 10-year gilt, which is up 7 on the day. The German 10-year Bund is up 4. The 10-year BTP.
Fresh low on the NVIDIA there.
Yep.
Baba here starting to move back up. It's kind of trading back towards high of pre-market here. If you looked at the $75 calls, they're going for about $1, which is a lot of money.
Credit just took a little piss here. Bearish piss.
I'll take a flyer on this Baba. I'm going to buy more here at 73 if we get back down here, but I'm going to be out quick. Hopefully you can hit 74, 75 on this. Netflix
If
here
you're,
retraced.
If you're in a NVIDIA short here, you might want to consider rolling down or peeling a little off. So the 2 sigma move down on this NVIDIA right now is at 581.30, but anywhere in here they can change their mind. So just be on your toes.
That Baba is pretty squeezy. I couldn't get to add any. I'll dump the 5 that I have. Get another pullback on Baba here. I'll come back for more. That was shit. Is anybody else in this? SMCI I haven't been looking at. Baba just broke through 74.
And you got China strong across the board. K-Web, FXI, all highs of the morning. And you got, I don't think it's official, but I think strong chatter that the PBOC is ready to step on the gas finally.
Step on the gas. Yeah.
They
All right,
need
here's
to do something. They're in
Here's your
shambles.
dip on that Baba, if you like it.
No, thank you, comrade.
Ranchero's communist.
Back to 590 on that NVIDIA. I still like the long on this. I'm just not going to do it. Let's take a look at the Peloton here. Flat, $6. Banks here not doing much. And yeah. PayPal. Still looking strong. Tobias is talking about Mara.
Well, that's a Bitcoin play. You like Bitcoin?
Yes.
Handicap Bitcoin. You know, forget Mara. You gotta like Bitcoin. No,
100%.
it's not like Mara's gonna go sell ice cream cones on the side starting today. SNPS. That's a strong stock. June 550s. Seeing some nibbling. Sam, Nancy, Peter, Sam. Could be just earnings positioning there.
Goldman Sachs headed back higher.
Did you find any news on Goldman or no?
Didn't find anything on Goldman.
Yeah, me either. That's weird. The bank's low. And it's just Goldman, which is weird. It's not
I took a
any
little
other-
NVIDIA here, see if I can, if this is going to continue to push above the VWAP here. If not, I'll get out of the way.
I like it. I like it a lot. That dip buy on Baba here also worked out, I think, as well. I think we're going higher on that Baba. I'm going to buy 5. Unfortunately, up here, SPY headed back up.
You got some weekly TQQQ positioning, likely getting ready for Intel. Intel, Tesla, Netflix, and the boys.
97 call on that XOM actually worked out. Surprisingly enough, XOM here is popping small. Somebody's talking about IWM. The Rock is coming up on CNBC. More
The
promo
Rock?
for Netflix.
Oh.
WWE shit.
Oh. I mean, VIX still selling. VIX basically, VIX sellers kept things bid throughout the whole day. It just so weak yesterday, selling nonstop throughout the whole day. You got some more VIX selling off the open.
Nice move, Baba again. This thing might go to fucking 75 here. Let's see what happens. Another pullback.
Oh, I wanted to fucking add. Damn it. Fat finger.
On the NVIDIA.
Yeah. I accidentally sold it. All right, we'll look to fucking.
Maybe it's the gods trying to
Yeah.
make you do something, so don't fight it.
Listen, I do this shit all the time. I accidentally
Yeah,
sell
me
when I
too.
mean to buy. It shit happens all the time.
I think morning is going to be a bit tough. Met us up 3 here. You're listening.
I thought there might be the one time that you didn't do that.
Man, I'm seeing double. Home Depot. A little bit of selling here on the Home Depot. Let's take a look. Costco, same thing. If you take a look at these two names, kind of interesting. Would I trade them? Nope. Tesla making another attempt, man. I mean, 220 can't really do, or hasn't been able to. SPY, on the other hand, looks really dead, which is what we thought we were going to see. Let's bring up these Gex tools here. See if we got some kind of a show.
For the last 20 minutes, look at the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for January. Most recent estimate is -8. Prior was -11.
Gex tool here, not really showing much edge. Let's take a look at the Tesla here. Tesla, you got a call wall at 220. No surprise. That's where it has been. Well, yeah, I got nothing.
Plenty of time.
Some more put buying in that MSTR, Larry Saylor, whatever the fuck his name is. Larry Saylor, right? Larry or no? No, that's the guy. What's that guy's name from MSTR?
Michael.
Michael. Who's Larry Saylor?
Fucking, I don't know. Oh, let me take a quick. Oh, just a quick nap.
Look, Lucci's got a quick nap going.
Yeah.
Larry Saylor was a client of mine back in the day. How fucking crazy is that? The dentist.
Are you having flashbacks right now, Jay?
Yeah, that's funny. Larry Saylor, he was a client of mine. He might be dead by now.
I don't think Lucci's dead. He's just having a siesta.
No, Larry Saylor might be dead. Lucci is taking a nap.
Did you give him a 3% return?
No, he was one of my bigger clients. He was a dentist, but loved to roll the dice. But the money I made off that guy. Oh my god! I don't know how he just sat there for that long. He just loved the action. But he honestly he made money, but I took the majority of it.
Typical broker.
Yeah. But how crazy is that? That's fucking a long time. Michael Saylor. Let's let's see, MSTR, you got a little more, down 26. So you have weeklies and a couple different lines. I'll post them. MSTR puts, opening lines, a little bit of call flow mixing in as well, non-sweeps. Oh, it's messy out here already. Really messy. So Tesla earnings protection out of the money. Apple, that's earnings protection more than likely. Maybe not. February 2nd, 195 puts Apple. Dollar at highs of the morning might weigh on equities a bit. Apples, some more of those 195 puts for Feb 2nd. They report 2-1.
Wow, SMCI, very nice comeback.
SMC. Oh, it was down? Interesting. Yeah, that thing should hang around. You know, they usually do those flags now, you know, if they're moved like that. So,
Well, I
gotta
don't
try
mind
to-
it. Like if it gets a
up on the
you know, a
range.
couple of days of rest, I'm good with that. But
yeah, but the ranges are so wide in this thing that you could even trade that flag, you know?
yeah. Well, I'm kind of taking note here where this thing continues to bounce. Yesterday,
Exactly.
bounced in the same technical spot, which was tied back to the earnings announcement. So it keeps bouncing off of that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, nice follow through on that SE this morning.
Yep.
That caused some nice weekly activity, all in weeklies. Yesterday.
Mm.
SYF earnings today before they opened. They had earnings. Let's see, selling. Oh, these are puts though. Not doing anything. Some protection in SMH, the semi ETF.
Shake my head.
Shake my head. That's sweet too. Booking. Somebody bought 6 contracts. Was that 5 contracts? Weekly 35 tens. Yeah.
On what, BKNG?
Yeah, $718 they cost.
Jesus.
Spent 300 grand on 5 contracts. That fucking sucks. No.
I know.
Those are at the money calls, by the way. The stock is 35.13, basically at the money.
What's the
And you gotta
expo?
pay the week. These are Jan 2026. So these are leaps, not 2025.
Gotcha. I was like, that seems
I
awfully
see.
expensive.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, otherwise, really, again, as expected, we were getting started here, earnings and everything else going on, but really messy action out there.
Sloppy. I'm going to take a look at Netflix here.
Was that
If
is that today or tomorrow, Rancho?
That's after the bell. I'm not interested in holding anything overnight, but if I'm going to look at playing something, I want to look at next week, like, I don't know, 540.
Next week, 540. Yep, here are the lines.
There's not a lot of activity out there. I'm just saying if I'm looking to scalp, that's probably what I'm going to use.
Session, the Dow is down 75. The S&P is up.
Carlos is talking about rotation happening. Rotation to where?
%. Treasury yields are.
You don't know where.
Yeah, it's rotation, yes, but it's sloppy. It's not really that clean. It's a mess out there. It's more of earnings positioning and hedging. That's what we're seeing.
Man,
there's no clean rotation. I mean,
it's like that scene in Anchorman when Brick is naming shit around the room.
Oh, the outburst scene when he's just I love that.
I love Lamp.
That was his funniest role there. PayPal May 65. Did PayPal have that event?
Still active.
That gassed up event? I don't think so. I think it's coming up. We got May 65 calls. And they report early February as well.
And I'm going to take a little crack at this Netflix. This thing looks like it wants to get, if I can get filled.
Stay up here, yeah, or what?
No fills.
I don't see how much of anything right now at all.
575. Shit.
At all.
I think Netflix, if they don't freaking hammer it here, this thing's going to make a little run. And I didn't get filled on these 540s for next week.
What was the cost you were getting on those?
I tried getting filled at 673 and they wouldn't fill me. I was at the mark and they were like, fuck you.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, you're right. The IV though is fucking insane on
Well,
these
that's
things.
why I'm out to next week. I'm next week 540s, not this week. Fuck Nick, this week is a disaster.
Look at this Meta quietly up another 4. Certain names, they don't care. Yo, this XOM, it's got a buyer. It's got a buyer. Roblox up quietly, 2 points. Check this Roblox out, Jesus.
Roblox got an upgrade this morning.
Yesterday and today.
Yeah.
Moving nicely.
It was at a decent spot for a bounce. Remember we were talking, when was that, Friday?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
that pullback. But yeah, some of these things are seeing day 2 of upside.
Hey, guys in the Steam room, who is long DBRG? Somebody talk to me about this thing. Please. Por favor, as they would say in Lucci's land.
AMD, yeah, they trapped a lot of people down there. Did you hold on to that NVIDIA there, Ranchero?
I did not. I tried to add to it, and I didn't. I accidentally sold.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good. I don't think this.
You got a gap fill on NVIDIA up to 596.60ish, and also lines up with the VWAP from yesterday. So that's a decent target area, but this thing never goes in a straight line. It's a freaking Charlie Brown sweater. You gotta have chill.
Have some chill.
Which means you need good entries. Be willing to add when it looks like shit.
I got nothing.
Bullstruck telling me Brian Shannon had an eye on DVRG. That doesn't tell me anything about DVRG, but thank you, Bullstruck.
Brian Shanahan? The coach?
Brian Shannon. Yes, the other Shanahan.
His brother?
No,
brother.
fool.
He's the
The
coordinator on
technical,
the Niners or some shit, right?
the technical analysis, Brian Shannon, fool, not the fucking football guy.
Technical analysis, Brian
He's
Shanahan?
trolling. He's trolling.
You know, the guy who writes all the books on technical analysis.
Shannon, his name is.
That's what we said.
Right?
Yeah, Shannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said Shanahan, you guys were saying.
No, I never said Shanahan. You said Shanahan.
I don't know.
Okay.
XOM continuing. Very surprising here. Those 97s are trading well. Damn. Fucking.
The SMCI was a nice move this morning off of that little spot. And
yeah, fake people out and get them short. Squeeze
good.
them.
It was good.
All right.
CRDO, yeah. That looks really, really good. CRDO. Underbelly name. Been seeing some action.
Steven saying Shanahan should focus on the NFC Championship. Team looked like shit. He's not wrong.
Who's he coaching?
I don't know. He's probably a jaded
San
Eagles.
Francisco? There's a couple of Shanahans, so I don't know. I get them all confused anyway.
That's like saying there's a couple of Murphys.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Lee Hutch is talking about this Peloton here. I'm kind of also watching this Peloton as well. I don't know what you would buy here. There's no real volume on the options yet. These $6 calls are going for 26 cents. I wouldn't buy them.
Look at this Netflix. Trapped everybody at the highs.
Where is it? 488. Damn. They got them good.
Yeah, you got a range here on the Netflix. Be careful.
They got them good. I wouldn't be surprised to see this NVIDIA back to 600 at some point.
So Richmond fed out worse than expected.
The year's consumer confidence in just a few seconds.
Richmond Fed.
Minus 16 versus minus 14 prior.
Do we give a fuck about what's happening in Richmond?
No. I don't know. I'm gonna buy another 5 lot of this Baba here. If it holds 74, I'll add some more.
Article winning European
I
data
won't
I don't
even
know how
look
much
at
more
that
you're gonna
red
get this.
starred thing.
minus 16.1, minus 16.1 for Eurozone confidence, below the minus 14.3 expected.
Damn. NVIDIA getting close here to trying to fill the gap right back to where it opened.
Yep.
And
Wouldn't be surprised
Well-
to see this thing higher.
riding a train called regret, and it's known as NVIDIA.
Bull bet Estee Lauder, March 145.
I mean,
EL.
it is makeup. It is makeup, so there's that. XOM holding.
International and AR investment announced.
Goldman looks like shit.
Cooperation agreement in mainland China with the Delonix Group. Michael F.
Squawk sounds tired today, too. We're all knocked out.
Yeah.
It's because I saw him last night at the bar and I punched him
You know
in
how
the
you
face.
roughed them up? It's a rough night last night, you
I
know?
said, keep your voice down when I'm talking. And I
You gotta tone it down in my life.
slapped him around.
UG Front is saying EL is a China play. It's China?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's
Why
been
is
the
it
problem.
China?
Estee Lauder's China?
Yeah, they got big into the China markets and too big. You know how big makeup got in China when they started using makeup? You have no idea. It was one of the biggest markets out there. They all benefited from it, but since China's been in shambles, it's been weighing on a lot of these names.
Wow.
House of Cards, my friend. House of Cards.
Here's the weekly Estee Lauder. You don't understand the run it had benefiting off the China markets.
Well, I'm
Insanity.
taking a look back in time. I can see.
Yeah,
I got
pulled up the
eyes.
weekly chart.
I got eyes.
Barely. You start losing
And
sight of your age.
now they're paying the price.
Excuse me. Can I
Got
mute this?
mascara running down its freaking crying cheeks from doing business over there. I mean, who knows fundamentals on Estee Lauder? Where are they actually based?
I thought they're based
that-
here.
Are they based here?
Estee
they're
Lauder's
based in
American
the States.
company.
Yeah.
Aren't one of these companies based in Paris or Milan or something?
Makeup? Or you just, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are girl dads. Come on, you should know this.
I don't think that generation uses Estee Lauder. They put like mud on their face these days. You know what I mean?
I just mean in general.
They put like biodegradable horse shit because it saves the incontinence on their face.
You got horses, bro.
Lancome. Yeah, it's based in New York. Yeah. Yeah, I know a girl that works there. In New York.
You got Chewy, weekly 21 calls, catching some interest.
I don't want to trade anything. So
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I got some other shit I'm gonna do. What's it's only 10 o'clock right now?
I put a little Chewy just to scalp here. Again, scalping equity, so a little different. Fucking Chewy. Buried my daughter's account, gave back all the profits. Fucking menagerie. Some more Chewy lottos coming in.
Take Profits talking about NXPI. It is having a very strong day.
They didn't report, did they? Not yet. They should be. They're one of the early ones.
Feb 5, Monday, Feb 5.
Yeah, I like those stud semis. I mean,
Yep.
more longer term than anything else. But believe it or not, that one looks a lot better than the others. It looks like it's actually constructive of late, NXPI. See, the problem with these have been the auto industry. That's been the burden.
Well, and NXP from an option standpoint, NXPI only trades monthlies. That's I can't
Really?
work. I can't work with that.
Wow, I didn't know. That's a big ass name. But I guess the options
Isn't
aren't,
it?
as
me look.
active as some of the others. But like
Oh, no.
fundamentally, this thing is a
16,
monstrosity.
17, 24.
You know what they do?
No,
They do like
I take it back. I
quadru-
take it back.
Oh,
There's
that didn't sound
it
right.
back.
Yeah,
I take it
that
back.
didn't sound right. They do like, you know what they do a quarter, NXPI? They do like 5 billion in revenue a quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Something close to that. Let's see. No, I went a little too crazy. Yeah, 3 billion for the quarter. Things are ridiculous.
You know that was news that Altman guy, he wants to start making his own semiconductors for
Yeah.
Who's Altman?
The guy
The
from
op-
OpenAI.
the OpenAI guy.
Oh, got you. Okay.
That's kind of dope, though.
Yeah.
Why is that dope? Why is that dope?
The guy's like, fuck everybody.
Oh,
Let's just make them shits ourselves.
Where does he want to make them?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It doesn't like if he's going to do it. He needs a fab, right? Like, isn't that freaking 10 years
Fab
and
Five
several
from,
billion
Michigan.
dollars?
I heard he brought back. Speaking of
Some
autos,
NVIDIA.
AAT.
Ooh, that's a big NVIDIA. That tied? You see that NVIDIA sweep?
You talking to me? No. Yeah, the
Sure,
April. I didn't look at it yet. Hold
You're
on.
the sweep master.
I'm typing it myself.
Sweep master J.
So speaking of autos, you got AAP catches earnings. No, does not catch earnings. So what do you want to know? NVIDIA?
Yeah.
What?
5.2
you want me to post it?
milli on April 590s. 5.2
Here, they
million.
paid $52 over there.
Oh, there's another one.
No, that's the one. That's the one.
There's
the
not
one
two.
I just-
There's one at 705 and one at 708, both for 5.218. You saying that's the same sweep,
Yeah.
or did 11 million just come into this thing?
I just posted the details of the sweep. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm looking at the alerts, at the Wise Guy alerts. There's
Oh,
two
I
sweeps,
don't
705 and
know.
708.
Let me see. I don't know. No, I see one order. I also see April 670s that close in NVIDIA for 2 million. I don't see two orders there.
That happened twice before, actually, Jesus, because we're posting them twice. So in where I'm looking at on the in the room, we're seeing two orders.
On the alert board is what you're talking about, or are you talking about the feed? I don't know what you're meaning
Alert
exactly.
board.
Wise Guy alerts.
Well, again, this is a
Alerts.
Norse. Why? Forget me. When it comes to this stuff, you
Norse,
omit
where you
me out
at?
of the situation. Like I don't know. What the fuck I know. But what I'm telling you is all I see is that sweep. I posted the details of that sweep and a closing sweep as well.
Yeah, so we got a problem. So we got a problem.
Norris is taking a look.
And March. So it looks like a roll in NVIDIA is the bottom line. Let's see. April. Okay, yeah, there are two. 5.2 million. Yeah, let me just post this. Okay, I mean, we're racking our brains for a roll here. Here's the NVIDIA orders that just came in. I mean, if you calculate the dollar amount, you can find out if it's net bullish or bearish. I couldn't give a rat's ass. But it looks like he closed 7 million worth of calls and rolled 8 million into the 590s. Right?
Okay.
So that's a wash, maybe.
Thank you for the
No
clarification.
problem, pal. What do we got? Toast.
Sell 48, 483. Moving trader, you're starting to get the gist on the zero DTEs, man. Andy is talking about oil names. Yeah, man. XOM hit 98. This was the one. I didn't want to believe it. I bought it yesterday. Oh man.
What did you buy yesterday?
I had the XOM 97 calls for about 89 cents. They're trading $1.60 right now.
You guys are good on the oil, so I can't freaking trade that stuff. I've tried. I used to. I used to trade well. It's too crazy now.
Snow.
The Houthi trade.
IWM.
Hey, Norse is blaming you, Jay, for the NVIDIA.
What I do? I posted it twice.
He's saying I think it happens when Jay posts the details late. He's saying you're late.
Oh, could be. All right. You got a little more SE here. Chasing, though, obviously. Yesterday was the entry. Sam Elliott. This AAP moving nicely off a good-looking order there. What's so funny about that?
I'm trolling Norse. I was giving Norse a hard time.
Oh. CENX, seeing some play. That's a aluminum play. Another rotation name. What they buy there? Fed 10.
Settle it in the rig. Yeah. Norse is in much better shape than Jay. I don't think it would be much of a fight.
Yeah, I'm not in a fighting condition these days. Snow weekly 205s, a little bit.
Yeah, you got a roller on that snow. I mean, snow is at that big level, man. So and it's very liquid. It's already going 202.70 here on the snow.
SMC,
Let's
I
watch
just got
the
a kick in the
205s.
ass.
There's 9,000 contracts traded on that snow, by the way. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Senate Majority Leader Schumer is saying that Senate talks on the border issue are in a good place.
You remember that rapper, Snow?
Yeah,
No.
Informer.
Yeah, man.
Who? Oh, that guy? That's his name, Snow? I didn't know that. I know that guy. One hit wonder, that guy, no?
Yeah,
I think so.
definitely.
White guy, very, very confused
Yeah,
about.
wannabe Vanilla Ice type guy. Informer. Okay, boom, boom, yeah. That guy?
I was waiting for somebody to give it a try. And you certainly did it.
I can't take it back.
What a herb. What a fucking herb.
I think the song's about his boy who got bent over in prison or something.
Somebody narked on him, right? Isn't that Informer?
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
GFI, it's a gold play.
Anybody in that snow? The snow options here, those 205s that Jesus flagged out.
Yeah.
They're moving.
It's moving. They're moving.
Screek out here looking
They're
for
moving.
the civilization.
He's always looking for that. Boy, he's always looking for that. pissed I missed this XOM though. Today's the fucking day for it. For CBX fresh eyes.
Nice job on Snow, Michael. You might consider managing the position. For example, a roll, perhaps, especially since you're at a spot where if it resists, you could see a little bit of a pull. But if it breaks out, your roll to the upside could keep you in the trade and paying handsomely.
So anyway, update on the flow, mostly just spec action, rolling, earnings, hedging. The only thing decent looking is that AAP. I don't know. It could be somebody. There's a bigger name in the group, right? Who's the biggest in the group? Is it AAP or AutoZone or some shit? They could be reporting.
Hey, Norse, just with a little housekeeping update for the Steamroom, added the ability to put the Wall Street Jesus messages back into the Steamroom.
Oh, that's fine. That's going to help soften some of the noise. People were asking for that all day yesterday, right? They're good. Thank God.
So if you want that, Steamroom members,
So they can have either or, right?
yeah, you think you just got to go back to
Oh, how do they do it? That's going to be the question of the day. They know how to do it?
yeah, you just go back to the little the gear wheel, which allows you to change your settings.
Lever.
So
Okay.
refresh it and then hit your settings, and then you can add it back in. And Norse did post it earlier in the day, so you can always go to your search bar and type in from : at Norse, and you'll find it. And there's Jonathan doing Norse's job. Norse, you better watch out for Jonathan. He wants your job, bro. He just beat you to it.
XOM fresh highs. God damn it. God.
TTD is I just got an alert on this TTD. Maybe that's starting to perk up a little bit again too, but it has not. This thing has not treated me well, so I don't know if I'm super stoked about it. But the 72 calls look like they're starting to get some action.
God damn it. I could have gotten the same price too off the open.
Energy is the whole group. Yeah, the whole group looks a little green here. Energy.
Yeah. Where's that Peloton? Did it keep going? Nope. No surprise.
Yeah, a lot of the spec stuff got a little stuck here. The more speculative stuff.
All right. We got 10 minutes left here, folks. We will be moving into the Steam room. If you guys are interested, you'll see the information on your screen. And go ahead and get your trial for 2 weeks for only $8.
Quit crying about how much the room costs. You get friggin' $8 for 2 weeks to figure out if the room is worth your while or not.
Yes. Let's take a look at this Gex tool here. Gex tool on most names is just sitting at 0 gamma, not doing anything, which tells you a lot about the ranges and tells you a lot about, the overall activity. And yeah, it's basically fucking nothing here.
Yeah. You got an anti-VIX indicator, pretty elevated. Looks like just a smidge short of sell signal.
It's okay to have days that are just not going to be, off the rails. Tomorrow you've got the earnings start kicking off with Netflix. You got big economic data all bunched up together on Thursday. So if today's not the day, that's okay. You still got tomorrow and you still got Thursday that look like bigger days.
That DWAC ended up working out. It went from $50 to $40. Anybody get a short off on that one? That's interesting. Somebody's saying, what's with the outfit today? You guys going wind kiting? I was on the beach this morning, so that's why I have this on.
No, I already got stopped out of that AAP after a nice little run. Gave it all back. So that takes care of that. Things stalled a little bit here. XLE, Lucci, little bull flow.
Up here?
Nike.
He's rubbing it in. He's rubbing it in.
No, it's small anyway. Nike March 105s. You got earnings late March. So some Nike buying. I mean, it does look like some of the cyclicals seeing a little action today.
Somebody calling the bottom.
JD. A little more. Those are weeklies. Oh no, March. JD. Some more March buying. Oh, JD. Yeah. Well, that day, it's like JD's right back to where it was when they first started buying, even with the update today.
Baba can't really break 74. It's got a big level here at 74. If you get a breakthrough there and they hold it, maybe you get. K Dirk is talking about the DWAC, saying the IV is crazy.
Oh, the options. Yeah, that's what I mean. The options, you want to kind of be a little more selective with these options here today. The equity, you can be a little more nimble. ARM, some more Jan. When do you buy this ARM, though? You got to wait till after earnings if you don't own it already? If you own it already, protect into earnings and hold on to it. I don't see why you would sell it if you got cushion. But if you're not in it already, I don't know, tough call. Earnings are February 7th, but you got some nice longer-term positioning in that thing. ARM. And you definitely get down days for entries in ARM. Let's see, internals probably aren't doing much, are they? VIX at the lows. Unbelievable. You had that little pocket of buying of volatility, and that they just suppressed it all out right after that. And pushes everything now. Feb OPEX kind of setting up possibly as a vol event. Otherwise, the liquidity shit at the end of the month is probably it. But anyway, VIX volatility at lows, credit spreads little soft today, so not really indicating any risk on. And you got some dollar strength. Not an ideal backdrop for equities right now. And you got the anti-VIX, which is ready to punch it in the end zone. So increasing the probability of a rinse.
Hey, just a quick preview for the room and for Gen Pop, unless we're already done. I'm looking at LMT as continuation for Condors. Earnings are out and it is stalled. So anytime I see that, I see the opportunity for fucking money.
Speaking of which, Moving Trader here was talking about this move on 0DTE's puts here. Moving Trader, can you give us an update on that line that you wanted to sell here? I'm sure it hasn't hit $1 yet, but looking like you're close to getting it. There it is. There you go. So he's saying short the puts more or less right here. I don't know which line he was talking about here. Moving Trader. What? Throw it out here, bro. That's technically what you want to wait for. You want to wait for these programs here and then play the reversals here. Let me actually fuck around on it. Let's see, 48.55 options. We're going for about $6 here. Yeah, I agree.
Melco, that's a China Macau casino play. April buying.
Moving Trader. I meant buy the 483 puts. My mistake for not buying, going to it all. Okay. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you get your dollar move?
Do it.
Did
All
you
right,
do it?
I'm going to go feed the dogs.
All right. All right, here's your pop on that SPX there. I'm just gonna put a limit out, try to get a fill.
Meta puts for earnings.
I mean, this meta's been on fire, man. I can't believe I missed this XOM, man. I didn't want to believe it because the gap down, I think, on oil, that kind of faked me out there a little bit.
Yeah. This is just tough. You know, the speculative names scare me a bit. But they've been moving. These cyclical names look a little interesting, but
Channel guy, yeah, but I see that your little lovely triangle you're talking about here, but if you're trading the weekly options on those, all you're getting is time decay. If it gets above 74 though and holds, then I think you can mess around here. All right, we got about 4 more minutes left. We'll see you guys in the room. Somebody's saying they're long AMD. That's looking nice.
what a mess. You got breath deterioration and VIX selling simultaneously.
Oh, Brad, nice, man. Which part of Rio Grande, bro?
Dollar highs.
And did you moved with the whole family, bro? There's your SPX retrace. Royal Max is saying, what time am I getting shithoused? Does that mean like drunk?
Alcoholics.
What time am I getting drunk? Oh, you moved to Cocoa Beach. Nice. It's cool. Nice pop on your SPX. Those are the moves that you want to sit there and look for. Aaron is saying 100 likes on the YouTube stream for another hour. No. I want to go take a nap, son. Wow, Brad, look at this. Yes, I quit my job as a union sheet metal worker and moved the whole family here to start trading full time. And you moved to Cocoa Beach, my friend. I mean, yo, you should come by the office, bro. You should come by the office. Send me an email, man. Or hit me up on Instagram. Email sanglucci@gmail, bro. Hit me up, man. We should connect. All right, guys, 1 minute left. You guys see the details on your screen. Do what you got to do. I am going to sit here and watch this Goldman. I'm so pissed about this XOM. Can't do anything about it now, and I'm not going to jump in now, obviously. Other than that, wait for some earnings to come out and then see what's up. Moving Trader had a nice call out in that 0 DTE SPY trade. But those what you're waiting for, by the way. If you want some quick edge, like wait for those programs up or wait for those programs down. That's really what's been driving most of the action, at least the short-term intraday type shit. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you in the room.
Have a good day, everybody.